Week so far. This week's race was an interesting one, to say the least. Okay, there were a few requirements. Part of the race, you had to use 2 different sets of tires. You had to use mediums and hards. So this meant that you had to pit. It was mandatory to pit, even though in the race details it doesn't say it's mandatory to pit. You have to pit in order to use both sets of tires. Okay. So this left us at an advantage because not everybody seems to read the race details, as you'll clearly see in this race now. But without further ado, if you liked the video, if you were here last week, please leave a like again. And if you'd like to be caught up with everything or all the videos that I do post, please tap that bell button so that you are notified every time I post a video. And without further ado, let's enjoy the race. Just as forewarning, I will be commenting in this race, as I realized in the last video, every time I disconnected my mic, it would leave a funny sound, and I didn't really like that sound, so I just decided I'd rather keep my mic plugged in and just commentate on the little tidbits that I think are necessary. That BMW behind me, you must watch that BMW. Me and him are the ones that end up having a good race at the end of the race. That corner was the death for many a racer this race. Patrick is there. He's right there. He's not letting me away. He's not letting me get away. Although this guy in the punch buggy in front, I feel shame for him. I feel sorry for him. He was one of the people that didn't realize you had to pit and change tires. So if I'm not mistaken, you'll see. No, it's not him. It's this guy at the back in 4th. Catch. And that guy right there. He doesn't realize you have to change tires. Patrick does, and I think David, the guy in front, does as well. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, and Patrick is smelling the fumes from my exhaust. There, I think I took the corner a bit too much. So you saw that little twitch of the tail. That gave Patrick just enough oomph to take me. But it's alright, giving me space, because I know the better racer will come out on top. see the arse whipping out just a little bit at the end of that corner. See there, Patrick pushes it just a little bit too much, and that gives me enough speed to catch him. I think it's this lap where I take him, or the next lap. But as soon as I overtake him, you'll see he goes into pits. So like I change his strategy up, whereas my strategy is to go into pits like right at the end of the race. See, there's quite a big gap between me and Patrick. But at some point he messes up and I catch him. I say patience is a virtue, mate. Ain't that fucking true? Oh, Pet! We're coming for you, boy. This race is 25 laps, although I highly doubt you could see where the finish line is to count it, but you can see the same corners, so every time you see the same corners you could count, I suppose. But yeah, once I go into pit, then you know it's the 20th lap, because I go in on the 20th lap and then I change to mediums just for the last 5 laps. Ooh, do you see that? Just a little bit of spinning on the corner, but under control nonetheless. You know, it might be boring to watch this race, but you have no idea. At this point in the race, my hands were sweating like Niagara Falls, I tell you. It's not even funny. See that yellow flag? Yellow flag means someone's gone off track and you're not allowed to overtake until that person has come back on track. And there you can see the person that went off track. Blue flag means that you're lapping somebody and they have to give way to you. So basically someone is in, you'll see there's the guy in 14th position. He has to give way to us that are in higher positions because, yeah, basically he's slower than what we are. And that's why you'll see a lot of the cars are ghosted, where we can drive through the cars. That normally means that they are behind us, so they can't interfere with our race, which is a great thing, I think, because a lot of the guys would be very spiteful, you know, like that guy in 14th would see that you're the guy in 3rd or in 2nd, and he'd just decide to, you know, get in your way as to disrupt your race because he's having a bad race, you know. And yeah, I'm just happy that this game thought as far as that, you know. You'll see now, the BMW doesn't realize, up until that point, he doesn't realize he can go through the cars. So he tries to go wide with the car, and you can see that's where I end up taking the position from him. And then if you, I'll just change the camera angle quickly. As we come around this last corner, because I've overtaken him now, he decides, nope, it's time for me to go into the pits. And there he ducks into the pits. As you can see, I get a long gap on him now. But now that he's gone into the pits means he's achieved one of the requisites to finish this race without getting a penalty. So he, as far as I'm concerned right now in the race, is the only one that I'm competing against. Do you know what I mean? Because he's gone in for a pit and I haven't yet. So we'll see how it plays out. See more people that we have to overtake. I can smell that beetle. And I think I take him on this corner. He goes wide, I take the inside. Goodbye. We say bye-bye. As you can see, he's no longer behind me. That means he's also gone into pit, which means I changed his plans for the race as well. You see, every time a car flashes like that before the corner, you know they're pushing the analog in too much, because only when you push the analog in does it flash your lights. And anyone that viewed the last race will recognize, oh, King Barry. But as you can see, King Barry has no effect in this race at all. You can come with your Lamborghini, my brother. Yeah, with the Scoobies, we're running faster than anything, boy. now my tires will start to take in strain because of the amount of laps I'm doing. I think it's either this lap that's coming or the next lap that I pit. There we go into pits. Whoops. And as you see, the number above my head is changing. I'm down to 4th. As I pull out of the pits, I'm chasing 3rd and 2nd. I think there's about 3 laps left. 4 laps left. Just pay attention to the number above my car and you will see. At the end of this race, yeah, it's quite nerve-wracking. So as you can see, that BMW that pitted earlier, he's in front of me now, Patrick. Oh, Patty. But sorry, Patrick. You pitted early, which means your tires have worn up until this point, and I've got a fresh set of mediums on mine. So that means you've got no chance, brother. As you can see here, he pushes, oh no, not this lap, the next lap, he pushes out a bit too wide, and I end up catching him on the straight. And in this corner, I think I overtake him. King Barry, 13th, buddy, where you belong. You drive like shite. As you can see there, keeping it under control even though losing it a bit. We are chasing Patrick. Yeah, I think he chooses to go a little bit too much. Oh yeah, he loses a bit of time, and that gives me the opportunity to cut up on the inside. Goodbye. And I take my hat off to Pat. He didn't drive like an arsehole. He drove like a champ. Because in the moments here where we have to brake, he literally could have rammed me and sent me flying, but he didn't. He kept his ground and he stayed behind. He took his position like a man. As you can see, I think there's 2 laps left in order for me to catch number 1, and as you'll see, number 1 is a catch. Funny name, that catch. You know, he didn't realize that you had to pit, so at the end of the race, catch got caught. I think this is the last lap. Yes, definitely the last lap. Watch the number above my head now as we come across the finish line. Oops, I came first. You see Catch in front of me, he was third. It's going to drop even further now. Fourth, fifth, sixth, for sure. And you see there, the BMW behind me. There you go. Sixth. Sorry, Catch. Just pay attention next time, buddy. But anyway, thank you people for joining me on this race. This week's race was absolutely fantastic. I'm very happy with the results, and yeah, join me next week for round 4 of 6. We see if we can replicate the same results. Anyway, my peeps, I just want to say a special thanks or a special shout out to my queen. You know, if you weren't supporting me, then I never would have achieved this result. But yeah, I am very happy that you are, and I cannot wait to see you. Other than that, yeah guys, enjoy, and I'll catch you next week.